Well, this has my knickers in a twist. We have a perfectly fine army, but what good is it, sitting around this side of the chasm, twiddling its collective thumbs? It's rather embarrassing, if truth be told. The situation? We're well and truly flummoxed. Before we could cross the chasm, before we could confront Molag Grunda, we were stopped by a few irksome focus stones. The wee ginger mage says we need to break the stones, but good luck with that. Nothing other than the multitude of Dremora sitting on top of them. I could handle this myself, but I didn't want to make the rest of the troops sad by showing off my awesome battle skills. But you, on the other hand, they're used to that from you.
If you can destroy the 4 focus stones, then we'll be able to control the portal and hold the first segment of the chasm. You can always ask. I may have the answers, or I may not. What is it you wish to know? Clearly, Molag Bal created the chasm to defend his sanctum. The first tier is a rocky bridge that spans the nothingness below. The second tier, higher up, can only be accessed by a sealed portal. And finally, a fortified gatehouse. Most impressive.
The wee ginger mage can tell you more about the focus stones. Ginger, you must try my Clanfear haunch-in pickled ginger. Exquisite. Not to brag, but I'm almost as good a cook as I am a warrior.
That strange knight says the oddest things, but Vanus and the king seem to trust him, so what can you do? You must be the champion that King Dinar said would lead us across the chasm. The chasm presents a formidable gauntlet of defenders and fortified installations. The first major obstacle is the portal that provides access to the chasm's upper tier. We have no chance of controlling that portal while the focus stones are active. We spotted Dremora down below. Nasty creatures. From the sophistication of the portals they're using, I expect they can also throw Zivalai, Orgrims, and even Scamps at us. A pack of Scamps can take down a lone warrior surprisingly quickly. We take control of the portal to the upper tier and push forward. We haven't been able to scout the higher region, but Cadwell claims that Molag Bal's daughter, Molag Grunda, commands the gatehouse. According to the legends, yes. She's a winged twilight. Strong, disgusting, and in charge of a small army. This won't be easy. Darian says he's going to charm the wings right off her. I'm not sure I like what he's insinuating. Of course, but please hurry. We're already taking losses and the bulk of the army hasn't even arrived yet. And I'm having a hard time keeping Cadwell and Darian from rushing into battle all by themselves. My dear master and friend was freed from Uldor, though the process wasn't easy. Undoing Uldor's bindings took time, but I learned much along the way. And thankfully, Rorelian was restored.
Make sure you destroy all 4 focus stones, or this war ends here and now. Our mages can't take control of the portal to the second tier while the stones are active. I know I'm ready to get moving. Sitting around and talking doesn't solve problems. That's what action is for. My sword is sharp and ready. I just need someone to make a decision already. By the way, did you hear Molag Bal has a daughter? I never pictured old Molag Bal as a loving parent. A twisted, sadistic parent, sure, but... Anyway, she's called Molag Grunda. Sounds intriguing. Wonder what she looks like.
I'm ready to face anything, even the Dremora guarding this chasm. But Akatosh preserve me, I have a profound fear of heights.
Once we control the portal, we can control the first section of the chasm.
Darian has rushed on ahead as usual. I shall proceed with caution and see if I can keep him focused on the task at hand.
You did it! The portal is ours now! Darian Gautier and Walksanash have already led troops through to the other side. Darian was impatient. As soon as you broke the seals, he took some troops and went through the portal. Walksanash went along to keep him out of too much trouble. I'll use illusions to scout ahead and see what's waiting for us at the gatehouse.
Sinfei thinks she can beat a Nord in a contest? Especially a killing contest? Ha! By the time we're through, I'll have more Dremora hearts than I can carry.
The Gord and I have a wager in play. Just to make things more interesting, whoever collects the most Dremora hearts wins.
Good show! The portal belongs to us now. Sir Darian and that lovely lizard have gone on ahead. I think he might be a bit intimidated by our prowess on the field of battle, and he's trying to compensate. It's rather sad, really. Grunda's a cheeky one, and she knows we're getting close. She's summoning reinforcements faster than Darian can kill them. You'd best get to it. By all means, do you want to know how many Daedra can dance on the head of a pin? How I managed to stay so cheerful even in the most perilous of circumstances? What's my favorite color? Ask away. Molag Grunda, a large woman with wings, bit of a temper, guards the gatehouse. I hear that she's the daughter of Molag Ball, if you can believe that. He never struck me as a family man, but who am I to judge? It's my home, old chum. Has been for years. I know every wondrous nook and cranny. Beautiful place, full of fascinating creatures. Of course, they often try to kill you, but that's the challenge of it, isn't it?
Denthis, Dethys, you two guard the portal. Tell anyone coming through to push ahead. The source of the reinforcements must be cut off. I'll scout on ahead. We need to know what we're going to face at that gatehouse.
There are 2 portals being used by the Dremora to transport reinforcements. You have to shut those portals down. Well, Darian ran east and Walksanash ran west, so I imagine that tells us something. Now, stop standing around and move out. Those reinforcements are slaughtering us.
My brother and I will guard this area. See what you can do about those reinforcement portals. Oh, right as rain. Besides, we've got the high and mighty Cadwell watching our backs. He might be as crazy as an outhouse skeever, but he's remarkable with that sword.
I'll guard the portal and make sure we maintain control of this location. I may have to take on a Daedroth or 2 single-handedly, but that's to be expected in my line of work. See if you can't cut off the source of those reinforcements, would you?
Watch and learn, my friend. Watch and learn. Let me show you how to close a Daedric portal. One Daedric portal closed. Now that's how to do it with style. Well, that was invigorating. I love killing Daedra in the morning. I'll remain here and make sure we got all the Daedra that came through before the portal was closed. You should head out and do something heroic. Otherwise, you'll never catch up to my impressive record.
I will scout this area and make sure we destroyed all of the Daedra that got through the portal. Banekin and Ogrim mostly, but the Daedra can throw anything at you. I sense that they are just regrouping at the moment. Be careful of the Civil Eye. They conjure up Atronachs and Clan Fear on occasion. These creatures do not frighten me. Let us close this portal. The portal is closed. We make a most effective team, my friend. We must be ever vigilant. Daedra can be as devious as dark clouds on a sunny day.
I think that little wood elf was planning to face Molag Grunda all by herself before Cadwell ran up there. You better catch up with him. I'll make sure nothing follows you.
I got the barrier down. Molag Grunda has to know we're coming. The chasm is nearly ours. I'm going to see who needs help back by the portals. Cadwell is up at the gatehouse. The two of you can deal with Molag Grunda.
I think our friends have the chasm well in hand. What say we pop in for a chat with Molag Grunda? Right, we control the rest of the chasm now, and the troops have matters well in hand. Let's go and have a sit-down with Molag Grunda. She's always good for a laugh and a song. From Grunda, rudeness, hostility, sarcasm, and most certainly a large amount of open hostility. I've no idea how she keeps house, but I imagine we'll find the usual Daedric touches that make Coldharbour feel so warm and inviting.
I can't wait to see Molag Grunda's face when she sees us. She and I go way back, you know. Once we get inside, we cross one little bridge to reach the gatehouse. Follow me.
I've always loved this part of the chasm. It's so majestic. Takes your breath away, doesn't it? On occasion, quite permanently. There's a trick to getting into the gatehouse proper, but for the life of me, I can't remember what it is. Not to worry, though. I'm sure it will come back to me. Ah, of course. I remember now. There's a flywheel in each of the side antechambers. We need to start them spinning to open the main door. Ah, it's all coming back to me. There's a lever across the chamber. Just give it a good tug, and that flywheel will be spinning in no time. Grunda always had good taste, I have to say. See, I knew that word. A word of advice. Guard your pluckables. Grunda enjoys plucking out eyes, spleens, anything pluckable, really.
Wingless mortal fools! I'll feast on your flesh after my little pet rips it from your bones! You killed my darling creature! I'll tear out your hearts and serve them to my father on a silver platter!
That was disappointing. Hardly worked up a sweat.
Well done!
With Molag Grunda defeated, the entirety of the chasm is now under our control! Gathwin is rounding up the troops. I asked her to keep an eye on Darien as well. He's a terror with the sword, but sometimes I think he takes too many chances. Meet me outside. We have things to discuss, and I find these Daedric halls extremely distasteful.
Maybe next time Grunda will serve a proper tea when guests arrive. I mean, really, social graces are simply beyond some people. What's that? Sorry, bit of a problem with the right ear ever since I had that run-in with the Titan. Rings like the bells of Cyrodiil when the weather turns. Oh, she'll be back eventually. You can't really destroy a Daedra no matter how hard you try. I wonder if Grunda likes wildflowers. I'll make sure we have some waiting for her when she eventually recorporealizes.
Come across the chasm, with most fragrant companions by his side. This one grieves for the friends we lost today, however, and for the losses yet to come.
While you were lollygagging, we secured the area. You did well, my friend. Thanks to your efforts, we control the chasm and can freely move troops between the Hollow City and the front lines. Take a moment to collect your thoughts, then come see me again. This gauntlet we must run is far from over. As soon as you're ready, we have another mission that could use your unique approach.